So, what am I going to talk about today? I am going to talk about the dreaded E word again. So, if you didn't listen to my last video, you don't know what I'm talking about. I am talking about exercise. Yeah, I'm going there again. All right, you guys. So today I am going to be talking about exercise again. So if you didn't catch my last video, peep that out. That's going to tell you all the great things that exercise does for you. Of course, it helps with weight loss, but we don't want to just be exercising for weight loss, okay? We want to keep that up all the time throughout our entire lives. But today we are going to talk about how we can get into exercise. Now, I know that some of you feel like this is punishment.
Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Come on, get up! Ash in there! Get that carpet off the carpet, baby! Come on!
I promise you, exercise doesn't have to be punishment, okay? And I know that a lot of times it's seen as a punishment. You ate that extra cookie, now you have to run. You binged last night, now you have to do this HIIT cardio workout. When you look at shows on TV and you see trainers and personal trainers and they're going in on people and they're tough and they're telling them that, you know, don't stop until you puke or whatever the case. Look, exercise does not have to be all that, and my exercise is not all that. So you can be successful without puking, okay? So let's talk about how we can get into exercise, because believe me, you guys, it is a process, especially if you're anti-exercise, if you're injured yourself and you're scared of being injured again, or you're having complications. If you feel like you physically can't exercise, like, yo, I've always said, you guys don't have to do all that. You could just walk. Walking is exercise, okay? Especially if you are out of shape, you're overweight, like you don't want to put a lot of stress on your joints and your muscles and things like that because you haven't done it in so long. You are going to hurt yourself. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So take things slow. So let's get into how we can get into exercise. Okay, so the first thing I have is start slow. I have been saying this over and over and over again, and I will continue to reiterate that fact that you guys need to take your time with this thing, okay? Because that's how you're going to continue to stay into it. Going too hard, too fast, too soon, you're either going to injure yourself, you're going to get burned out and say, forget this, you know, or you aren't going to be able to keep it up because it's so exhausting, right? I mean, yeah. So start off slow, you know, just start off walking. If you feel like you can't afford a gym, if you feel like you hate exercise, tell yourself, on my lunch break, I'm gonna also walk. You know, I'm gonna walk around my cubicle every hour or whatever the case may be. Just start somewhere. Even if you have like some little streaming device or something at home and you can, you know, stream YouTube on your TV and you just do like a little 15-minute workout. They have like so many free workout videos, y'all, that you can easily access for free, or however, you know, you want to access that. So just start somewhere, and you guys, listen to your body. You do not need to be puking. You do not need to be like sweating profusely. I mean, you do not need to be like, I'm going all in hard, like I'm gonna lift 20-pound weights. You do not need to do all that, okay? Like, listen to your body, start off slow. It will come with time, okay? I promise you it will come with time, okay? So you want to make sure that you do that. You also want to try to establish a routine. So this is very, very, very important. I've talked about the importance of establishing a routine, getting a plan together. So this is what we need to start doing. We need to start establishing some type of routine to get us in the habit of working out. So within that routine, you want to decide when you want to work out, or maybe the times will vary depending upon what your schedule is. But I will say try to make a regularly scheduled time for exercise. And it will depend on what type of person you are. If you have most energy during the morning and you're a morning person and you feel like you can work out before your morning classes or before you go to work or before the kids get up or whatever, do that. That ain't me, but you do you, boo-boo, okay? And do not lie to yourself, you guys. You have to find out when you're most productive, when you have the most energy. Don't try to set your plans to someone else's plans, okay? Because you know you and you know yourself better than anyone. Be honest with yourself, okay? Like I said, don't try to get up at 6 a.m. and go for a walk or run or whatever you're going to do if you're not a morning person, because that would not work for me. So if you have most of your energy in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, you're a night out or whatever, work out at night. Now, I know you might feel it might be a little dangerous trying to go outside during the evening. Okay, then you need to go to a safe place. You need to go to a gym, or you can do your workouts at home in the comfort of your own home. Like I said, if you have a streaming TV, smart TV, you can connect it to the internet. You can get on YouTube and you can find those free workout videos, okay? Or you can like get a set of resistance bands from like Amazon. They're like $10 all the time. Or you can go to like a Five Below type store and get you some resistance bands and just start there. Start somewhere, start anywhere. Just do something, just move, okay? So I believe that's all I had to say on establishing a routine. So get some kind of routine together, because it's going to make your life so much easier and you won't have all of these excuses. Yeah, I said it. About you not finding time during your day to exercise or to work out or whatever. Because believe me, every excuse under the sun you will come up with if you're trying to like get into something that you don't really want to, or that's going to be, or you feel like it's going to be hard for you or a challenge for you. So even if you can only do it like at 10 or 15 minute intervals at a time, then do that. That is better than nothing. So if all you can do is, before you get the kids up or before your work or before your classes, find 10 minutes of, some crunches or whatever, or some push-ups or whatever, do that. And then, on your lunch break, you're in your cubicle or your office or whatever, and you do 10 minutes of crunches and 10 minutes of push-ups on your lunch break. Do that. And then when you get off work, do 10 more minutes. And before you know, you have 30 minutes of exercise. Like, no, your body doesn't care. Like, if you break it up like that, all your body knows is that it's doing something that it's not used to doing. And eventually it's gonna kind of like that, and you will like it too. You just have to establish that routine. Find the time in your schedule to get it done. I know it sounds like a chore. I know it sounds like something you don't really want to do. Establish a routine. Okay. Point 3, do something that you like. Or shall I say, don't do something that you don't like. Okay? So if you are not a fan of running, don't run. Why would you want to torture yourself like that? So, you guys, I decided to do a race, right? I am not a runner, okay? Never been good at it. I can remember being in elementary school and we used to do the President's Challenge, and it used to be the 1 mile walk run or whatever, and I used to always be one of the last kids to finish, and it was just very embarrassing for me. Yeah, so I'm not a runner, but I want to challenge myself and I want to do something that's kind of out of the box for me, totally out of my comfort zone. I think kind of those challenges help us grow. as a person, I'm not telling you to do that. But of course, if that's something you want to do and you want to feel like you want to challenge yourself and do it, then do you, boo-boo. Just make sure that you properly train for it, and that you're prepared for that type of strenuous activity, because that 8K, that's not going to be a joke. So you want to make sure that you try to do something that you think you might like, something that you know you won't hate. So be creative with the things that you want to do. Like, do you like swimming? Swimming is exercise, okay? Like, if you don't have a pool at your house, most gyms do have a pool. I live in a very large city, so we have like a public parks area, and at each of those public parks, there's usually some type of swimming pool facility that you can sign up for, and you can do open lap swim time, like totally free. Wow, that's amazing. But not really, because, you know, we pay taxes and all of that stuff, so we pay for it. So yeah, swimming is exercise. Like, they have all these different classes that you can sign up for. And do not sleep. You're on YouTube now. Do not sleep on YouTube. YouTube has an amazing wide array of workout videos. So whatever you think that you might be into, YouTube has it. Whether it's like yoga or like a hip hop dance class, or like if you join a spin studio or Pilates, or just get into it. Well, try it first and then see if you like it, and then get into it. And if you don't like it, try something else. It's so many things that you can try, that you can do just to get moving, just to get active. And if you're like, you know what, none of that sounds exciting to me, well, just go walk. Okay, get outside and go walk, or go to a well-lit area, well-lit store, public place, and walk. Okay, get your walk on, get your walk on. That was so terrible. Also, okay, we talked about starting slow. We talked about creating a routine. We talked about doing something that you like. We talked about, what else do we want to do? We want to also get help, get support, y'all. So get a gym buddy if you can, somebody that lives close to you, or maybe it's someone who lives in your house that lives with you. Try that out. That's cool. That could be amazing. Make sure they aren't a hindrance to your progress, okay? Or get a walking buddy if you're not feeling the gym right now. You don't want to pay for that. I understand. Also, like, get support. Like, get in these groups on social media that talk about fitness, that talk about exercise, that talk about meetups and things like that. Or like places have like running clubs, and I mean, there's so many ways, you guys, that you can get help and get support, because you're gonna need it. Like, I feel like I've been mostly on my own throughout this thing. And I guess because I'm like an old pro at this, like I've been losing and gaining and losing and gaining like pretty much all my life. So, I mean, it's just like, I don't really expect all of that support. Like, I don't really need it, maybe. I don't know. But if you need that extra push, get an accountability partner, like somebody who can check in on you and you can check in on them. Like, have you worked out today? Like, what have you done today? Like, how are you feeling today? Like, get that support, get that help. And I would even recommend, if you can afford it, to get professional help. Like, hire a trainer. But you want to make sure that you vibe with your trainer, right? You want to make sure that you have someone that you feel comfortable with. First of all, you have to be comfortable around this person, because you're going to sweat around them. You might let one rip around. They're going to guide you in certain movements and exercise, so they're probably going to touch you, with your consent and everything like that. They're going to be looking at your body because they're going to make sure that you have correct form when you're doing things. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable with this person, okay? Also, you want to make sure that their philosophy aligns with yours, okay? So, interview them, I don't know. Like, they should have some type of, I'm assuming, social media presence. Usually they do, because that's how people find trainers, is usually by like word of mouth, things like that. So check out their social media, see what they're saying, see what content they're posting. Make sure that they're staying in their lane. If they are a certified personal trainer, they got their certification, or maybe they went to college for it and they have a degree in health and exercise science or something like that. Or maybe they work at a location where they pretty much like have like on the job training, like they work at a gym or a training facility or something like that. So this person is in the biz, they know what they're doing. Great, that's amazing, that's good. But you want to check out like what their philosophy is, like what they believe in, and make sure that they're staying in their lane, like I said. So honestly, if they're not a registered dietitian, or they're not a nutritionist, or they don't have formal education and training for nutrition, they really shouldn't be giving nutrition advice. I mean, they can say like what works for them, right? Because they probably have a hot body and you're like, oh, what do you do? You're like, what's your diet like? They can say what works for them. They can even say like, my clients have had best results with these types of things, which is great. Your clients not only exercise, but they also eat well. So you can perhaps emulate what they're doing. I don't know. But if they're creating like nutrition guides and eating plans and things like that, I would just be a little bit wary. Just because, like I said, registered dietitian, nutritionist, people with formal education and training, they should be the ones giving you nutrition advice. And YouTube University does not count. It really doesn't. Like, you shouldn't even be listening to me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All I know is what I can go off as far as my experience and what I'm experiencing. So I'm not discounting them in the areas of exercise, in the areas of sports performance, in that arena. Just make sure that they're staying in their lane and their philosophy aligns with yours, and that you will feel comfortable around them. Like I said, you know, you have to be like in sync with this person, because it's a very personalized experience, personal training. I've never had a personal trainer throughout my many years of dieting and exercise. I do want to get one sometime in the future. I'm thinking about like maybe when I get under 200 pounds and because I really want to start more like heavy lifting, because I've heard that it does wonders for your body shape, even your health, your endurance, your performance. So I'm looking forward to that, and I definitely want to get a personal trainer, just not right now. I'm just really trying to reduce my weight so I can get some stress off my joints, and I'm really just trying to get my health under control. Like, nothing's particularly wrong with my health. I just want to improve like my cardiovascular health and my ability to like perform during cardio sessions. And then I also want to, I guess I just want to be prepared for that, because I feel like they are going to kick my butt. So I just want to be prepared for it. And I'm a little bit nervous about it, but one day I'll make a video about that. Okay, so you guys, those are all my tips for how you can get into exercise. I don't think I left anything out. Oh, pro tip. Also, how do you get into exercise? You want to give yourself grace. You always want to be flexible within your schedule and flexible within yourself when you are exercising, because you don't want to begin to hate exercise because you're making yourself go to the gym when you have other things that you want to do with your life. So this is the same way with your diet. You want a diet that's going to be flexible, and I'm not talking about like a diet per se of how we're of some type of plan that we're eating, but just our regular diet, the way that we're eating. You want it to be flexible, right? But you also want your exercise routine to be flexible as well. And what do I mean by that? Look, if you have some type of special event that you want to go to with your friends or family, don't say, oh, I got to get in the gym, I can't miss. No, you need to enjoy your social life too. Like, there's a life outside of this whole weight loss journey thing. Like, do not lose those close relationships and that support with people because you feel like all you can do now is just diet and exercise, diet and exercise, diet and exercise. You're going to get burned out, boo. So don't do that. Also, you want to be flexible with yourself. So if you know you aren't feeling good, if you're feeling sick, you know you aren't going to give it your 100% in the gym, you need to rest. You need to get well. You need to drink your fluids and all that good stuff. Take a nap or whatever, or take some meds or whatever, and get back to it tomorrow, because the gym will be there. Exercise will be there. Your health comes first. So that means that you need to rest. You need to recuperate. You need to get back to 100% so that you don't feel worse, so that you don't get more sick, so that you don't injure yourself, okay? So just be flexible. Don't be so rigid in your exercise routine, okay? We don't want to make it a chore. We want to make it something that we can incorporate into our daily lives, okay? All right. So that was all my pro tips on how we can get into exercise. And of course, I am going to bring you my word. Hi guys, so this is Editor Kendra talking. I totally forgot to update you guys on my weight loss progress. It's a very important part of my videos because I want to, give you guys the real scoop of how I'm doing. So with that being said, as you can see on your screen, my weight loss progress. Last video, I was 243.8, and this past week, I lost 4 pounds. So now I am 239.8. You guys celebrate with me because it's been rough. But I've been giving you this little mini series on exercise because I've been going hard. So congratulate me on my efforts, and I hope you guys are in the gym or however you're doing your exercise, but you're keeping up that good work and you're exercising. Okay, so I got a good one today for you guys. It is by David Lynch. Mankind was not made to suffer. Bliss is our nature. So I like this saying, I like this quote because exercise has often been seen as punishment. It's been seen as something that's difficult, something that's hard, something that is not enjoyable for us. That's why a lot of people don't like it. They don't want to do it. They see it as the devil. So you guys, you have to think about this when it comes in terms to exercise and finding something that you enjoy, like joyful movement. We're just gonna say that instead of saying exercise. We want to do something that brings us joy, that is pleasurable to us, that we can actually stand to do. And this applies to life in general. You guys, you were not like made to be some type of martyr in this world. Like, everything isn't going to be pleasurable. Everything isn't going to be amazing and joyful throughout our lives. But honestly, that's what we should be seeking. Like, you don't have to go through stress and turmoil and go through the literal fire to have a good life or to have joy in your life or for your life to be blissful. You don't have to do all that for like happiness in your life, because it isn't about like who struggles the most or who has it harder or whose life is more difficult. Get out of that mindset of, well, I have to sacrifice, and this has to be done like this. You know, no pain, no gain. I don't know about all that. But I know it should not be forever that we are going through pain and hell and turmoil and ridiculousness as we progress through life. If something is not bringing you joy, throw that in the trash can, okay? Get rid of that. Get away from that, because that's not how we were made as humans. We were made to be in nice, pleasurable environments that are peaceful to our souls, that are peaceful to our being. And that includes exercise. You don't have to strain and stress and struggle. I mean, unless you're training for something and, you know, you have to output a lot of energy, right? But it should still be something that you're enjoying doing. You're enjoying the results. You're enjoying the fruits of your labor. You know, you go in there, you give it your all, you feel good afterwards. You're liking it, right? So that just leads me to say that we need to find our bliss in life and quit wasting time on things that do not bring us that bliss. All right? So that's my word. And you guys, if you liked my word, continue to watch my videos. How can you do that? You can subscribe to my channel and make sure that you press the bell icon so that you're notified when a new video comes out. Make sure that you like this video, watch my other videos like those too, and comment below. Let's talk about exercise. What do you like doing? How did you get into exercise? So, with that being said, I bid thee farewell and adieu, and you guys have a great day. And thank you so much for allowing me into your life.